This morning, a 71-year-old man passed away. For those of us who knew him, or even for those hearing about his story for the first time, his passing is a moment that urges us to pause and reflect. It's not just a story of a life that ended, it's a lesson in living, in how we measure the value of our time, and how we choose to spend the moments that are so precious, yet so fleeting. His death today reminds us of something we often forget: the fragility of life. Life's fleeting nature. At 71, this man had lived through decades of change, witnessing the world transform in ways we can only imagine. He saw the rise of technology, the ebb and flow of political and social movements, and the ever-shifting landscape of human experience. But one thing remained constant: time. As we reflect on his life, we see that, like all of us, he had only a limited number of days. And it's in those days, whether 71 years or just 30, that we find the true meaning of our journey. He didn't have control over the number of days, but he did have control over how he spent them. What did he leave behind? When we talk about someone's legacy, it's not always about the grand monuments they leave behind, but the quieter, more profound impact they've had on the lives of others. This man wasn't a world leader, nor a celebrity. But he was a father, a friend, a mentor. He left behind memories that can never be erased, moments of kindness, wisdom shared in quiet conversations, and love that echoed through the years. His legacy is not found in buildings or in fame, but in the people who loved him and in the lives he touched. And that's something we all can aspire to. Lessons in relationships. One of the most profound lessons we can learn from this man's life is the importance of relationships. At 71, he had built a circle of people who cared for him deeply: family, friends, colleagues. And those relationships were more valuable than anything money could buy. He taught us that no amount of success or achievement can ever replace the warmth of a genuine connection. In a world that often prizes individual accomplishment, this man's life reminds us of the power of community, love, and support. What would our lives look like if we prioritize these connections above all else? What if, instead of chasing success, we spent more time cherishing the people who are closest to us? The power of forgiveness. We also learn from his story the power of forgiveness. This man, like all of us, likely faced moments of conflict, hurt, and misunderstanding. But in his life, he chose to forgive, to heal, and to move forward. Forgiveness isn't easy. It requires strength, vulnerability, and a willingness to release the burden of resentment. But when we hold on to grudges, we're not hurting the other person, we're only hurting ourselves. What would happen if we, like him, chose forgiveness, not just for the sake of others, but for our own peace of mind? Faith and purpose. And let's not forget his faith. Whether it was a spiritual faith or faith in humanity, this man carried a belief that guided him throughout his life. That faith gave him the strength to navigate life's challenges and find purpose, even in the darkest moments. Faith doesn't necessarily mean religious belief, it's about having something to hold on to, something to guide you when life feels uncertain. His faith may have been the bedrock of his resilience and hope. What's your faith? What anchors you when life gets tough? What can we learn from his life? As we reflect on the life of this 71-year-old man, we realize that the lessons he leaves behind are simple, yet profound. Relationships, forgiveness, faith, kindness, these are the things that truly matter. These are the things that, when we focus on them, allow us to leave behind a legacy that will endure far longer than any material possession. Today's story is a reminder that life is short. We don't know how much time we have, but we do know that we have the power to make our moments count. So, let's ask ourselves, how can we live more fully today? How can we cherish our relationships, practice kindness, forgive those who've hurt us, and strengthen our faith? Reflective, hopeful tone. The passing of this 71-year-old man is not just a sad farewell, it's an opportunity for all of us to reflect, to reevaluate, and to embrace the lessons he has left behind. It's a call to live with intention, to leave behind a legacy that will continue to inspire, and to make the most of the precious time we have. As we honor his life, let's use it as a guiding light to shape our own journey. What will your legacy be? How will you make the most of the time you have left? Thank you for joining me in reflecting on this story. Let it be a beacon of hope, a reminder to cherish each moment, and a call to live with purpose. Recap: what can we learn from his life and death? The passing of this 71-year-old man offers more than sorrow, it offers a mirror. A mirror reflecting what truly matters in this short, unpredictable journey we call life. First, we're reminded that time is fleeting. Tomorrow is never promised. Each moment we have is a gift, one we should cherish, not waste. Second, he taught us the immeasurable value of relationships. It's not our titles or possessions that will be remembered, but the love we gave, the kindness we showed, and the connections we nurtured. Third, his life highlighted the healing power of forgiveness. Letting go of resentment doesn't just free others, it frees us. Forgive often. Love deeply. Fourth, we saw the strength that comes from faith and purpose, having something bigger than ourselves to believe in, to carry us through the hard days and give meaning to the good ones. And finally, his story urges us to live fully. To show gratitude daily, to slow down and be present, and to focus on the things that make life worth living: love, peace, compassion, and purpose. Let his journey be your reminder: live today like it matters, because it does. What kind of legacy will you leave behind? We'd love to hear from you. What do you value most in life? Is it family, health, peace of mind, meaningful work, or something else entirely? Take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might inspire someone else watching today. Want to go deeper? If this video resonated with you, don't stop here. Check out our next video on how to grow through life's hardest moments. It's filled with practical steps to help you turn pain into purpose and live with more intention. Let's keep learning, growing, and living fully, together. Thank you for watching. And remember, today is a gift. Make it count.